Hi, my name is Elijah Rodriguez. I live in New Jersey. Found out that this year, back in February, that I had carpal tunnel syndrome. I was getting symptoms in my hands and my forearm that were like pinching. And I was really nervous because I deal with computers every day. I work in an international freight forwarding business. So there were many times where I had to get up and just lift up my hands because I felt cramping sensation. At nighttime when I was sleeping, I would actually get up because I thought it was the blood running through my circulation. I would have bad circulation or something, so I would get up and lift up my hands up in the air. And I was really nervous because I liked playing with my kids, playing video games. I play soccer and things of that nature. So, I went to the doctor, and my doctor actually referred me to a neurologist, which is a great doctor, Dr. Zhu, and he referred me to get an MRI done. Once I got the MRI done, I noticed that one of the things I noticed that it felt funny when I was getting the MRI done, one of the funny things, but he told me that I had carpal tunnel syndrome. And that's when he referred me to Carpal Solutions, which is one of the greatest things I invested my money into. So what I did immediately, right after the doctors, I went to the pharmacist and they said they didn't have it. Then I called Carpal Solutions and they told me that they'll have the product, and the next day it came in. The greatest thing is when I purchased the product and I received it the next day, I used it. And when I did use it, I felt the difference in my hand. I wasn't getting the cramping sensation. I wasn't getting like the pinching in my forearm any longer. So I kept on using as the Carpal Solutions told me how to use the product. And ever since I started using the product, I did not get the Carpal Tunnel Syndrome again. And right now, as of this day, I'm not using it, which is the greatest thing ever. So let me tell you a little bit about my symptoms. As I was working at work, normally I'm on the computer for 8 hours or more because I do customs work for a freight forwarding company. I was getting a pinching sensation in my forearm, which led to my hands. And at times I felt it was like a pinching sensation that began on my shoulder, and which was very irritating. At work, I would have to get off the computer for a while and stretch my hands and put them up in the air because I didn't know what was going on. And it was actually, I was kind of scared because I thought something was really seriously happening to me. You hear stories of people, with brain issues and everything else, and I didn't know what was going on. And that really terrified me. From one day to the other, it kept on happening more and more. And it actually looked funny because as I got up at work, people were looking at me, what are you doing? And it's because of the pinching sensation. It was painful, and not being able to sleep at night, that was the worst part. Getting up and just have to put your hand up again because of the cramping sensation you thought was going to go away, but never went away. So, that's what led me to go to the doctors and seek help. And once I, looked for help for the doctor to help me out with the Carpal Tunnel Syndrome, they, told me about Carpal Tunnel, the solution. And the greatest thing, again, is because using this product, it really helped me. It helped me. Now I can able to play with my kids' video games. My hands felt like they were cramping. I was getting the pinching when I was playing video games. Nowadays, you got to play video games with your kids. That's what entertains them. So, now I can do that. Now I can throw the ball around with my kids. I can play soccer, use my hands on a computer more than 8 hours, and I don't have a situation, no problem, no pinching, none of the symptoms any longer because of Carpal Solution. One of my main concerns about having carpal tunnel syndrome, not being able to use your hands and, be able to use them at work and everything else, really got me nerve-stricken because I have 5 children and I need to take care of my children, and not be able to use your hands at work. It's a problem when you're on a computer all day. So one of my main concerns were all these pains. Not being able to sleep was the worst thing, and then have to get up early in the morning, and the next time you got to go to work, and you have the pain while you're driving, and of course we all know you need your hands to drive a car. So one of those things is having the pain while you're driving the car, and going to work and being on a computer all day. The pain was really aggravating, and at times you don't know what's happening to you, and if you don't go to the doctors, of course you would never find out. But my concern was using my hands, and not being able to do so really bothered me. And my concern was, am I going to be able to use my hands again? Because you don't know what's going on. You're having the pinching in your hands, pinching in your forearm, and it's going on in your shoulder. So what's going to happen next? You know, you have 5 kids to take care of and you want to make sure they're taken care of. But if you don't have a job and because of the hands, what are you going to do? You know, you can't. You know, and when I went to the doctor, the amazing thing is when he referred me to Carpal Solutions, he told me about another client of his or a patient of his that actually used Carpal Solution. They recommended an over-counter one of these braces, which really didn't work for me. And they recommended Carpal Solutions. They said, you have a choice. Carpal Solutions is a great item, which we were told. And that's when I actually thought, let me try it, because if brace is not going to work, you know, because of the recommendation of other people saying use Carpal Solutions, I was going to try it. So that's what I did. I tried Carpal Solutions, which one of the greatest things you can ever use, Carpal Solutions. And it helped me, really did help me. And I tell you what, after using it the first week, I was able to sleep. You know, not have to worry about getting up, throw my hands up and worry about the cramping in my hand, the pinching sensation I was going through. I was able to have a good night's sleep and be able to drive and not have worry about, am I going to be able to turn, you know, the steering wheel around and not feel the sensation in your hand, because it's a tingly sensation when you have a carpal tunnel syndrome, and it's a pinching sensation also. And at times your forearm, even your hands, they get numb at times. So the worst thing is, you're driving and your hands get numb and you're feeling that. And the worst thing, you know, being at work and you can't use your hands because they numbed up and everything else. So Carpal Solutions, the first week I got it, I used it just as it said, the directions, follow the directions properly. I used it. First week, great. The second week, even better. Then the third week, when I used this product, it got even progressed, got better and better every time I use it. And I'm a witness that this product really works. I used it until this day that I don't have to use it again. And you know, sometimes you look at a product and you say, I don't think it's going to work, but this is actually one thing I can back up and say Carpal Solution is one of the greatest things. I don't use it any longer, and I'm happy that I don't use it. And now I'm able to play with my kids, able to play the video games. I'm able to drive properly. I'm able to sleep. I'm able to put my hands up and not worry about pinching nerves or anything going on. My shoulder feels great. Everything about, you know, being able to sleep feels great. And now, you know, not have to use a product. And they even told me, you know, after using a product after a certain amount of time, you probably won't have to use it 3 to 5 years down the line, down the road. And I don't have to use it. You know, and I'm happy, and I hope I won't have to use it ever again. But if I do, now I know Carpal Solutions is the item, the product that I'm going to use, and I'm going to refer it to everybody else. Even the pharmacist asked me, if Carpal Solutions works for you, I want to refer our patients to Carpal Solutions, because we know that this really doesn't work. And Carpal Solutions is one of the greatest products they ever invented. You know, one of the most embarrassing things is wearing one of these braces at work. You know, especially when you're on a computer and you can't even type on your computer because of wearing a brace on. So you have to actually take it off. But one of the most embarrassing thing is when you're wearing one of these, you know, you're going to have a lot of people at your workplace or home, wherever the case may be, going to ask you, why are you wearing that? And sometimes, for me, for instance, I don't like telling people the same story over and over and over again. So that's basically what you have to do when you wear a brace, and it's not that effective, and you have to wear it during the course of the day. Where Carpal Solutions, the nice thing about this product is you wear it at night only, and when you get up, you take it off. And then during the course of the day, you're not wearing anything else. And the nice thing, it alleviates your pain. You don't have to worry about the pain during the course of the day, nothing like that. And when you get home, right before you go to sleep, you put this product back on again. And then again, no one ever sees you, only your wife, if you're married. If you're not married, it's only you that's looking at this product on your hand. And again, it doesn't interfere like a brace does. A brace interferes, you can't move. You're trying to grab something with your hand, you can't do that. But with Carpal Solutions, you're able to grab whatever you have in your hand, and you're able to rest comfortably. Wearing a brace at night, it can be annoying, and you can actually, if you're a bad sleeper, hit yourself in the head with the brace because it has metal in it. This is just rubber and, you know, nice adhesive product on it, and it's great. It's great at night, and that's the only time you need to wear it, at nighttime, and it really works. This product's really easy. I just want to show you how to demonstrate to put it on. Before I got the product, I was kind of nervous if it's going to work, and not only that, how to put it on, if I'm going to need my wife or someone else to help me put it on. But that's not the case. You don't need anyone to help you put it on. One of the problems also is that people believe that carpal tunnel starts here, right in the wrist area, but it doesn't. It starts right in the bottom of the palm, in this area right here. So that's when you put this product on the back of your hand. It's very simple. You know, you unpeel these things here. Then do it like so. You take the other strap. You peel it. And if you have excess waste, which is here, you take that off. And then you peel this part. Very simple. You don't need anyone's help. And you make sure you stretch in this palm area, the palm area right here. Like so. Nice thing about Carpal Solutions is that when you take the adhesive tape, you put it in this spot right here, and then this overlaps right here on this side, and then you bring it across right here, so it can bring the tension of your Carpal Solution. The tension goes right down the middle right here. And the nice thing about Carpal Solutions in comparison to a brace you got to get, you know, maybe a small size, medium, large size. You have to pick a size for your hand. But Carpal Solution has been made for anyone, and it's one size fits all. How do I prove that? Is when you take the Carpal Solutions and you put it on the backside of your hand, when you stretch it, as you see here, this begins right here with a circle. But as you stretch it to customize the fit, it becomes an oval. And that's how you know that the Carpal Solution is actually positioned to your hand. So you never have to buy a brace, you know, worry about small, large, medium-sized brace. Carpal Solution, one size fits all. And right here, you can see right here, it's very simple to put on. It's no big deal. You can do it yourself. And again, whatever pieces that you have that's overlapping, you just rip it off. And just make sure you have the oval shape right here. Hey, listen, if you're suffering through pain, you're going through numbness, pinching sensation, like the pains I was going through, the shoulder pains and everything else, and you feel the numbness and pinching even in your hands, you know, I would recommend that first you see a neurologist, but try Carpal Solutions. I tell you what, it's one of the cheapest items. You get a 6-week package. And you may not even have to use the 6 weeks like me. I didn't even use the 6 weeks because it really did help me within the first week that I used it. And it's a great product. You know, you don't have to worry about being uncomfortable. You don't have to worry about wearing one of these, you know, brace and, you know, being very uncomfortable. Wearing Carpal Solution is private because you're home at night, you're sleeping. No one's watching you, no one's looking at you or asking questions. You're right asleep and it's very comfortable. And one of the greatest things is not an infomercial. This is money back guaranteed if it doesn't work. And listen, I'm a witness, it really does work. So I didn't even have to get a refund. If anything else, I would buy more if I had problem, but I don't have this problem anymore because of Carpal Solutions, which is a great product. And listen, doctors recommend it. And I believe there's a lot of patients out there that have used Carpal Solutions, and from young to old, because you can get Carpal Tunnel Syndrome at a young age or older age, and it works from young to old, and it's very easy to put on. And it's not like a brace, and it's one of the quickest things when you order it, you place the order. One of the nicest things is when you call their customer service, they're very polite. When you call them, they'll make sure they'll do their best. Like when I called, I'll never forget, it was like 7:30 at night. I called, and they made sure they rushed me the product because they believe in their product. And now I too believe in Carpal Solutions. I don't know what anyone's waiting for, but if you having all the problems that I did, listen, all I can tell you is I love Carpal Solutions. I will refer anyone to this product. It's so easy and I love it. You know, they want you to say many things about many products, but I really can say I love Carpal Solutions because it really helped me through my agony, and there's no longer agony, is all happiness with me. I love Carpal Solution.